Welcome to AI Everywhere Leaders podcast, where we explore real world applications of artificial intelligence and their impact on business leadership. I'm your host, Adriana, and today we have a truly inspiring conversation ahead. We're joined today by Antonia Dumitriu, CEO and co founder of Irisphera, an innovative AI powered intelligence platform that's transforming how fashion operates. Antonia, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Antonia. I would love to start with your journey. Building a tech company and leading AI innovation in your early 20s isn't a path many take, especially as a female co-founder. Can you take our listeners back to the beginning and share with us what sparked your passion for technology, fashion, and ultimately what led you to found the Irisphera?
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, I've been working in the fashion industry since 16 as a stylist and creative director. I felt inspired by the fashion industry, and it was like randomly during high school, I was a professional beach volleyball player as well. And when I quit, I had nothing to do. And I decided that maybe styling would be a path for me. Don't ask me how. It was just something divine. And then I built my own team. I did editorials for Photo Vogue Italy, for many international magazines. And then I decided to study at Istituto Marangoni Milan, fashion styling and creative direction.
Wow.
But going back to high school, when I was an image consultant as well, I observed how time consuming and expensive it is for women to find what actually suits them best. And especially for me, I thought of a way to automate the process. And actually, this is how Irisphera started. Then I participated into a contest for young entrepreneurs where I won. Such investor saw me. He said, I want to buy 10%. And I asked him, buy 10% of what? And that's the moment that I started building. We developed Irisphera while I was in university.
That's really impressive. What differentiates your platform from your perspective? What makes it special?
Yes, I would start by emphasizing the need of personalization in this era, especially online where shoppers lack support. In stores, brands do have client advisors, but online it's very difficult. So what Irisphera does is to actually encourage authenticity, not only trends, and actually finding the best items tailored to the way you look and also being able to visualize them before purchase, which absolutely cuts operational costs for retailers, also reduce a lot of returns from our case studies up to 30%, and also increase conversion rates. And of course, customers are more confident and more loyal to your brand. So I would say this is how Irisphera differentiates compared to our competitors that focused, as an example, on size recommenders. We go beyond that and we analyze your body shape, we select the most flattering cuts, and we create an ecosystem of AI solutions that help customers really find the best choices for them. So this is how I would, let's say, differentiate Irisphera from the others.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Because this is really a problem, right? Sizes are not what they used to be. I think in the last 20 years or so, as far as I remember, sizes kept changing. And for people that have, different body type, I have an hourglass body shape. So for me, it's always difficult to find the right clothes. Also, I don't necessarily have time to go shopping and try them on all the time. So what happens in my case, I usually find the brand and then I find a type of clothes I like, and then I just repurchase that clothes over and over again. But from, I don't know, once every 2 years or 3 years, I notice that the sizes are changing. So I think, I don't know, maybe it's based on the providers or whatever happens. So the size is not as fixed as you would imagine. So how does it work with your app?
Yes, correct. The sizing is not consistent and it's a plugin, so it's integrated directly on the brand's website and it's tailored to their own size chart. So our machine learning models actually adapts the sizing tailored to their exact measurements. So we ensure the right size for you as a client. More than that, as you said, body shape is really important as well because let's say you might have, I don't know, wider hips, even though you're an hourglass. So this means that you might have a different size for bottoms. And we detect all these kind of details that matter. And we also select the cuts in real time. As an example, for wider hips, maybe boot cut or flared would be a better option than straight. So all these image consulting process is actually automated in order to minimize returns, because only visualization, only size recommenders, only certain fragmented parts don't work. So what we do is actually take into account all details in order to make it sure you're not feeling frustrated as a client, because as a brand you want to make sure that your client is the best version and also that they feel confident. I think that's what brands need to transmit, and especially in this era where we have as clients so many options. As you said, you'll find the best, let's say, brand, you know exactly the size, you won't try anything new. We are skeptical, we have too many options, decision fatigue comes in. So they need to find a way to differentiate themselves and like always improving customer experience.
Does it mean that if a vendor, let's say, I don't know, I'm just putting a name there, Hugo Boss, like I'm not, nobody's paying for this, right? So I'm just putting one of the brands I really like. So Hugo Boss has really great materials. They have so many beautiful clothes for men. However, when it comes to women, they're offering, it's in terms of sizing, right? And availability as well. It's really hard to select. Is it the app doing just the sizing, or are you actually doing the styling? Are you doing the recommendations based on the size, based on the body type? Because you mentioned bootcamp and so on, which got me thinking, do you actually use machine learning to have your
Yes,
personal stylist?
yes. And if you agree, I could also share with you a quick demo to show you how it works.
I'm excited to see it
Thank
in
you very much.
action.
Okay, so that's an example of a brand that we are integrated with. Shoppers can choose if they want to upload their own photo, or if they don't feel comfortable with sharing their photo, they can easily customize a preset avatar with their measurements. Let's say they would like to upload a photo. They also might need to input their measurements to be more accurate and actually being able to detect better their body shape. So in this case, there is the same size for tops and bottoms, but as we discussed, might differ depending on your measurements. In this case, we detected the same silhouette as you have, so hourglass, and in this case, dark tonal palette works the best. Now we are curating the best items in terms of cuts and colors. So, yes, we also offer an explanation of why we've chosen these clothing items. And here you can see the recommendations. You can filter based also on occasion and style. And let's say we would like to visualize this item, we can also see it on our
Wow.
picture or on our customized avatar. And then we have also the size. So everything is set. And of course, when you see that's recommended, you see the size, you see how it fits you. So all of these three, I think I'm going to ask you, would you be more confident in buying an item if you would have this tool?
Of course, I mean, right now, let me share with you some. Normally, I don't share personal stuff, but now I'm like, I have to, right? I've been invited to this wedding my friends had. They wanted to do a British themed wedding in Portugal, although they live in London. I was like, okay. There was little time, probably 2 months, to figure out the outfit, to figure out the dress. So, not kidding you, I've been ordering like crazy. I think 7 or 8 dresses. I would check the dimensions, I would check the fabric, I would check everything, right? However, I got delivered, and those are, I'm talking about really expensive dresses, right? Those were not cheap dresses. I received one that, although it was the size I requested, it was for someone tall. So, because I'm not a tall person, it wouldn't fit me. So, in theory, um, I checked the lower the tummy size and the lower size, but I haven't realized I need to check also the upper size, knowing that the problem. So I made the mistake as well, right? And in the upper size, it was quite tight because it was designed for someone that has over 175 centimeters, which is not me. So I kept ordering dresses and dresses and dresses. And finally, what happened when I found the dress that was fitting me right, I actually ended up ordering two more because I thought this fits me so well that I'm going to order two more to have for the summer because they just the cut was so good and everything was perfect, the material, the sizing. So I think it really makes a difference. And I think like if brands would be more conscious of that, it's also about the waste, right? Isn't it? Because, keep asking the delivery guys to bring me clothes that I'm actually sending back. It made me feel a bit bad. I was considering the carbon footprint and maybe I'm overthinking. But, with your solution, if more brands embrace that, I feel like we're doing something good for the planet as well, not for my individual vanity of finding the right dress, right? So yeah, I think it's super important. Combined with the fact that you're offering advice based on the body shape, I think that's really huge. So how if someone so normally you work with brands, right? If
Yes.
someone like a person wants to use your tool directly, is that an option?
Yes, we have also our own platform, but now we don't have, let's say, a very large variety of brands because we are mostly focusing on B2B. Our mission, as you emphasized, is to reduce the environmental impact of the fashion industry. So, this is why for us at the beginning, it's really important to help brands in their mission towards sustainability. And after we'll have a more, let's say, variety in our portfolio, will definitely take in consideration also having our own platform developed better.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So, we've seen the demo. I'm super hyped about it. I wanted to go a bit back to the tech industry because obviously you're a female CEO in tech and you're using lots of machine learning AI in your solutions. This still, unfortunately, it's still a domain where females are still underrepresented, especially in leadership roles. So, what was your experience so far in terms of building tech company?
I think as woman leader, we can differentiate ourselves regarding leadership and comparing to men. We lead with empathy and kindness. For me, at the beginning, also having a background in sport and being used to let's say to men's world, it wasn't, let's say, a very big difference. And usually, I don't like to split the worlds into men and women because I think both sides can bring to the table lots of qualities. And at the beginning, in our team, there were a lot of men and actually young men. But then with time, we have onboarded actually lots of young women with the same spirit. And I believe it really matters. What matters in a company are the values. And we really cherish ownership, determination, teamwork. So if everybody aligns on this, I don't think there is an issue regarding gender. And I think especially younger generations are really open minded. And until now, I haven't, let's say, experienced anything negative. And also our investors are mostly men. So I'm feeling as a woman entrepreneur really supported and inspired by both men and women. And I think we are not very present into this world because we don't enable, let's say, to think big or from our background and education, not necessarily academically speaking, but in terms of mindset, actually, we don't allow us to think big. And I think that's something that we would need to develop in order to be more present.
That's excellent. I'm happy to hear you're having such a positive experience. And same with you, I've never experienced any, I guess, sort of discriminations as a woman in tech, and I'm happy you as well have a positive experience. What advice would you give to other women who aspire to leadership roles in technology, or maybe who are considering to start their own tech business?
What helped me, I can say what it helped me, and I think we should start with childhood. So, doing a lot of sports, they taught me, let's say, the sports taught me how to be resilient when you're feeling that you can't anymore. Actually, you can, so you shouldn't stop. It learned, let's say, it taught me a lot of about ownership. So even though, let's say, your team might have failed, actually you need to ask yourself, what could have I done to be better, or actually advise them. So these qualities again and values like teamwork, determination, resilience, really I think come from and being very ambitious, and until you don't find yourself in the position where where you can feel, let's say, that you achieved what you desired, you can't stop. So I wouldn't say it's an advice for women in general. In general, I would say it's an advice for young people. The first one. The second one, I think it's really important to be an expert in the field that you're activating, because if you generally want to become an entrepreneur, but you're not exactly professional in your field, I think there is no sense. So you need to be very passionate about the topic and then find the problem. So you don't need to be attached to the solution. You need to find the problem and you'll find a way to it. You can pivot. There are many ways. Another advice that I would give is validate and then build. So when I was, let's say, in high school, it was during the pandemic. It was quite new, the concepts of AI, personalization, conscious shopping. So very emerging. And I was so secretive with my idea. I was very, let's say, frightened that someone might steal my idea, that I didn't validate. And I built it. And then I went to clients and say, hey, what do you think about it? Okay, in this case, it was a happy ending, but I would advise first to validate and then build.
Excellent. There are so many things, Antonia, you are saying that remind me of the leadership principles from AWS and what Jeff Bezos built as a legacy. Let's shift to insights for the executives listening. Maybe they work for fashion companies and they are interested in your solution. What would be the best path to reach out to you and learn more on what you do, and which are like the unique selling points for using your platform? You already mentioned some of them, but I would like to reiterate that.
Yes. So of course you can find me on LinkedIn. You can write me, but we can have a quick chat. See exactly what's your brand strategy and how we can align with it. And regarding the benefits and the positioning, so in this space, again, it's very important to remain competitive and really grow your retention rate. So as benefits and metrics, I would say you will need to follow the conversion rates, retention rate, and rate of return, because these definitely increase and influence your relationship with the customers. And besides that, something that I haven't mentioned and I think is really important is that based on the collected data into customer appearance, you can better identify as executive in a specific brand your target customer. As an example, 90% of women have pure body shape and, let's say, delicate color palette. So maybe you should invest more in this kind of inventory, cuts, colors. So it's a solution that helps you in to forecast demand and improve inventory management, because as a statistic, 40% of clothing that's produced is never sold. So I believe it's a very good point.
Yeah, that's quite a good point. Can you share with our listeners some use cases from your existing customers? Maybe share a bit about the solution as well to get a bit more into details, if you don't mind.
Sure, of course. We've just launched our app also on Shopify. Actually, we've uh, we've been to a trade show on resort wear in Dubai recently, and one of the brands integrated at the moment Irisphera because they couldn't wait. So in 2 minutes, they integrated Irisphera into their website, which is huge. So the scalability is really there. And as let's say countries that we are already present in, UAE, we have one menswear group out there that's selling also in Saudi Arabia and Qatar. It's called Brands. Sana Osmani, a resort wear from Dubai. We have also integration with an Italian brand focused on Japanese fashion. In Romania, of course, and also Turkey, and many more to come, with focus especially on the Netherlands, Spain, and Portugal. We are also discussing with bigger brands like Adidas and Max Mara. Also, there is a really high demand from luxury brands, not only for online experiences but also offline. And in our era, besides the experience in general, sustainability is really important to combine the online with offline, so omni-channel. And actually, our solution can be used in store by client advisors to help clients faster and easier. So we learned a lot from these brands, and we are willing to offer more regardless of the solution. We are there to, let's say, keep up with the news, actually really help brands on their digital strategy as well. So we are more than just a solution. We are helping them with advices regarding the digital strategy. We are also part of European Innovation and Technology, Culture and Creativity. She Wins Climate, which is an accelerator focused on women entrepreneurship and sustainability.
So you have won already lots of awards and mentions. So I think we should mention that too, right?
Yes, this June we won the first prize as innovation in fashion retail in Italy at Expo Rivasciu. The judges were from around the world, so Asia, the US, so Europe, and decision makers in large fashion companies. So it was a strong validation for us. But especially when we see results like we double conversion rates or we significantly reduce returns, that's something that really makes us happy. And we care about your clients. So that's the most important thing. We care about your customers, and that's really valuable.
Yeah, I think so. From what I'm hearing, not only you're improving the experience for the end customers, but you're helping companies as well to reduce the waste, improve even what they are planning to sell next year. Basically, with the data you are gathering from their customers, you can improve that. Oh, I see more here. Sorry, I will stop talking. I will no
No
more.
worries. I just wanted to arrive to the benefit slide, but you said everything like it.
I never
You
seen
said
this.
it really well.
So
Yeah. Yes, exactly. As you said, they can also forecast demand and adjust their inventory management based on the collected data. They can really craft personalized newsletters tailored to each customer. Um, and yes, here are some, let's say, ranges of savings depending on the return rate each brand has. So between, usually, unfortunately, between 20 and 40%.
wow, so that's basically it, the rate of the returns is quite high, right? Isn't it, for online shopping
Yes,
especially?
yes,
So
exactly.
if a brand works with Irisphera and they have not only an online shop, but they have a physical shop, would that mean for me as a customer that when I I create the account, the avatar, everything online. And does it mean when I go in the shop that the shop already knows my size and everything when I scan my membership card, or is that how it works?
Yes. Exactly. That's the omni-channel experience, to combine the online with online. And the same way can go from offline to online. Let's say maybe in the physical stores, you don't have all the items that you have available online. So you might, let's say, combine a purchase that you of an item that you bought offline with, let's say, something in online. And it can be used, let's say, by the client advisor again, so on their tablet, or if it's, let's say, a fast fashion brand, it's most probably that you will introduce everything on a tablet.
You know what I would love as a consumer? To be able to select online the clothes I want to try and literally go in the shop and have those clothes prepared for me and try them on like in the movies experience sort of thing. Would that be possible?
Yes, yes, of course, we that would be possible, and that's why I'm very excited that we will launch with a menswear group from the UAE, which is really impressive and will offer the experience both offline and online. So I'll keep you updated with that, and hopefully you will also be able to try it in Europe soon.
I hope so. I hope so to try it here in the UK or anywhere in Europe. Or, if I have to, I'm going to go to buy it on, right? To see how it works.
Yes, exactly.
Here it does face analysis. What does it mean, the face analysis? Does it analyze your colors, your like your hair color, eye color, and all of those?
So besides the solution that I've presented before, we are also investing into gamified experiences. So we enable shoppers to have their 3D digital twin and interactively try on clothing in 360 degrees. That's something that really Japanese market is looking into, and especially younger shoppers. So again, more into gamification. Basically, analyzing your features means, yes, getting your colors out of it. We are, let's say, very friendly in terms of privacy. So the image is not saved at all. But if you're concerned about it, we are also enabling you to customize a preset avatar, so no face. And yes, so extracting colors, so we know exactly what palette to recommend, and also extracting your face, basically.
That's amazing. So you have
Thank
all
you.
the details, it gives you the profile. I mean, I'm not a young shopper anymore, or maybe I'm doing that, I don't know, but I love the gamified try-on
Oh,
experience.
that's amazing.
And it saves time, isn't it? Besides the playful and the joy of playing with outfits and see how you look, right? Um,
Yes.
I think it's also super important because nowadays with the social media accounts, you're being photographed, filmed every time you get out of the house or even indoors as we are now, right? So I think it's important to be self-conscious of the way you look and find clothes that flatter your body shape, right? So yeah, this is really amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
So, Antonia, if I am, I don't know, let's say I'm Gucci, right? And I want to work with you, what's my cost and what's my saving? Just give me an estimation.
Let's say I wouldn't offer as an example a brand like Gucci, but let's say yes, high-end brands in general. So this means that let's say you have almost around 10 millions visitors per month. So we look into large brands. If you're a high-end brand, you most probably sell in store, so we'll focus more into the conversion rates. So if your conversion rate in online is around 1% and we bring you to 2%, even though let's say your subscription is tailored to your number of products, which is really important, and also number of visitors. But let's estimate of let's say 4K per month, but you will need to sell, let's say, only 10 items for Irisphera in order to generate 10x. So we are not only reducing costs from reducing returns, but we actually help you increase your sales in online. And I believe this kind of tool is really, really valuable regarding these kind of metrics when you're especially at the beginning and small. Regarding our ICP, so customer profile, until now we've identified mostly niche brands and premium brands, which are emerging, not very well known, but they have their own clientele. And especially for them, it's really important to increase their conversions. They start at zero point 0.6, and with us, they go up to let's say percent. So for us, if they pay a subscription of $1,000 per month, they make through us 10,000 euros. So it makes a lot of sense.
Excellent. Thank you for explaining this. What about, I'll go back to the larger brands. What about larger brands that are selling online through different shops, different channels? How do you manage that situation for the customer? So if I'm buying a product, like a luxury product, I can buy from multiple retailers online, let's say. So how
Yes,
would that intersect with Irisfera?
yes. So in this case, we are talking about a multi-brand, and in this case, the multi-brand will pay the subscription. We are also testing a commission-based model. So depending on how many purchases are made through Irisfera, will take a commission. But that's something that we are currently experimenting. Right now, we have a subscription based on the number of products, so how many products they have available on the website or they want to showcase as recommendations, and number of users. So this is how we charge brands. And when I say brands, retailers, I mean mono brands or multi brands. We also have a use case with secondhand marketplace from the Netherlands, and for us it would be a very good fit. Also, a platform like Vinted, where there are millions actually millions of products. And this tool would be a lifesaver for the shoppers. So we are also targeting marketplaces or
Okay.
Amazon, also Amazon fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the clothes, but definitely on Amazon, there is this feature built on AWS, obviously, where you can actually buy furniture or like some wall decorations that you can see how it looks like inside of your space, which is amazing. Even that, I got that from Amazon, and I could see in my room how it fits exactly on the dimensions with just opening the phone. So if you could do something like that, I think that, in the future would be cool to literally scan yourself and see how the clothes look on you, and maybe go with proto hologram and have also like a hologram showing you. Yeah, I'm going crazy now with
No, no worries. That's the power of imagination. But you're completely right. And going back also to like larger brands, but I can offer as an example Zara. So
Mhm.
they have around 7K per month, 1,000 of euros. We are talking about 1,000 of euros spent on returns. So
Wow.
they could save with Irisphera around 200K per month.
Okay, can someone please connect Antonia with Zara? Can
Please.
like let's reduce a bit waste and also help them save money. But yeah, I think the waste and yeah, I think that's just concerning, isn't it?
Yes.
Quick fireside questions now. So I expect really short answers, short and sweet. What's the one thing that truly inspires you as a human?
Everything that's creative, art, let's say art, paintings.
Course, you studied in Milan, so yeah. Where do you think AI is going to have the biggest impact in the next future years?
A personalization at scale.
What's the thing that excites you most as a founder?
When I see the passion in other people's eyes regarding what they're building, so passion.
Excellent. What you would like to have on your existing customer logo list? What's the brand you would like really, really a lot to have as a customer?
Zara.
Zara. Okay, so somebody called Zara now. What's the one skill that helped you do everything you've done to date?
Adaptability, but I don't know if that's a skill.
It's a superpower for sure.
Yeah, adaptability, being really flexible and open minded.
Excellent. And last question, what's your favorite book you've ever read so far?
I think extreme ownership, but that's also principles by Dalio. But extreme ownership really inspired me in the way we lead as an organization and the comparison to U.S. Navy. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I would recommend generally these two books, Extreme Ownership and Principles by Ray Dalio.
Thank you so much, Antonia, for being here with me today. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
Adriana.
is truly, truly inspiring. And, there were so many moments when I literally got goosebumps listening to what you think, what you say, what you've been doing so far. And again, big congratulations on all your achievements. I think you deserve even more awards for all the revolutionary work you're doing in fashion and technology.
Thank you very much, Adriana. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much for the invitation. And hopefully, you'll be able to test on every platform you'll like to in the next.
It's truly inspiring, and you're doing so much good, not only for the customer experience and saving fashion brands money, but also in terms of sustainability and reducing fast fashion waste so much. So that's truly inspiring. For anyone
Thank you.
interested in connecting with Antonia, you can find her on LinkedIn, Irisphera website. And again, thank you for being here. If you're watching
Thank you.
this on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Apparently, it's very important to do that on YouTube. Thank you for your support. Until next time, remember to learn more about AI